button after the play, okay?
Okay.
Up here, hit school board.
Yeah.
You can do the school board right there. That's all I really care about.
All right.
Okay.
Should I do the graphics?
Hey, if you can do the graphics, do the graphics.
Okay.
That's outside your, just those are the two things that we got to do.
Man,
Okay, I'll be back. You can't take this off, kiddo. Hey, has the game started yet?
Mm.
Okay, take this off so people don't feel like we're. You do sponsors. Please.
Am I the one that's supposed to let them about the left? What? Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, let's go. We have 7 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, man. I love
Not teachers. First one. Right before it. Why? That's the one thing I never did. I couldn't do cigarettes. I couldn't do it. Even though everybody I hung around with did, I just I think cigarettes came because my mom smelled them. Probably just the heat from outside something to that.
Hey, Captain! Oh, hey.
So that thing is, the lightning's popping all behind us.
Hey, bring it to the end zone. Let's go. Hey, kick return! Kick return! First time I ever did that. Hey, kick return! Hey, come on! Yo, you need a belt?
Hello, everyone. I am Jamie Walker, and welcome to Hilton Head, South Carolina, as the South Carolina Gators travel to Hilton Head to take on the Sharks in the inaugural Low Country Championship game. Glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network as we are awaiting the opening kick for the game. The Sharks are in their black and white uniforms, and the Gators will be in their yellow and green uniforms. Glad you could join us as it is a hot and humid day for football here in Hilton Head. As again, you can see what's going on here in Hilton Head. You can see the action, the anticipation for this game as two nearby squads are about to play. Glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network as we await the opening kick of this contest. This has been anticipated for a while as both squads knowing they are coming into this ball game. And again, when you're so familiar with an opponent, you want to see them play. So again, glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network. I am Jamie Walker. Glad you could join this group as, again, we await the opening kick. In action, you just hear everything going on in the background. Players getting ready for some knock 'em down, smack, drag out football as we await this game. So again, as we look at our sponsors for today's contest and look around, see everyone getting warmed up, getting ready. And we'll look at the Gators in their gray uniforms. So see the yellow trim with them down the sideline or down the side of the pant. Looks like their kick return team will go onto the field. So again, glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network. Again, the South Carolina Gators and the Hilton Head Sharks. Hilton Head will be the home team for this contest as they're playing in Hilton Head. As again, the last minute preparation for this contest. You hear that? So again, you can hear somebody's kick return ready to get started. And again, when you're talking about playing football in this kind of heat, and you have to be careful. Don't want anything happening as far as heat-related injuries, but it is a hot and humid day here in Hilton Head. So they are playing from Hilton Head Island High School. See everyone getting ready for both squads. Again, when you're looking at things that are happening here, you see the referees getting everybody corralled and ready as we are about to start this contest. Toe will meet leather soon. It is straight up 6:30 p.m. on the East Coast, and we are ready to go in this contest. But again, the inaugural Low Country Bowl between the South Carolina Gators and the Hilton Head Sharks. As it looks like South Carolina will be kicking off first, kicking from the 40-yard line. The Sharks will be returning, so they will get the ball first. We'll see who's kicking off for the Gators. And again, when you see these kind of contests all the time, you may want to always try the element of surprise. So we'll see what happens here as the Gators, will the Gators actually have a deep kick? We will see shortly. We'll see who is kicking for the Gators. Gators will be kicking from left to right on your viewing screen. Once again, glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network. I am Jamie Walker, play-by-play announcer for today's contest. Again, you can hear the crowd in the background just anticipating this contest. Toe has met leather, and the ball is kicked. An overhand kick drops at about the 24. It will be returned. Crossing over the 23, 25, 30, 35, 40. Up the left sidelines, and that was number 4, Montario Fields, 5'9", 150-pound athlete from Whale Branch High School. And good field position for the Sharks. As they will start, we'll see where the officials start or will spot the ball. Looks like the ball will be spotted around the 49-yard line, so outstanding field position for the Sharks. And again, Sharks on offense first in this contest. So in the quarterback, 6, Vinny Luca. We'll start off on offense, single back offense. Sharks are moving from right to left, starting off on the 49-yard line. Looks like actually offset I for the Sharks will hand off on left side, be tackled. That was number 9, Jarvis Singleton, on the carry and brought down quickly in the backfield for a loss on the play. As you can see now, second and long for the Sharks. They are trying to establish the run early. And that fullback, number 22, MJ Smith. So now reverse formation. Looks like Luca will be in the gun. That is MJ Smith to his left. Trips to the far side. One receiver wide to the near side. As the Gators showing blitz. Luca, plenty of time, will scramble to the right side. Has some running room, still on his feet, cross over the 45. Still on his feet, over the 40, and down to about the 37. Call it 38-yard line for the first down. So nifty running there by Vinny Luca. And now the Hilton Head Sharks are in plus territory, 38-yard line. Again, you can see Luca's ability, drop back early, had some pressure, got out the backfield. Didn't look fleet of foot early, but some nifty running, using his legs to move the chains. And now, 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line for the Hilton Head Sharks. And Luca back under center for the Sharks. Looks like offset I again, as Smith is to the left. Deep in the eye, Singleton. Hand off to Singleton. No, Luca will keep it going out the back door. Will be sacked and brought down by number 26, Tyshawn Commodore of South Carolina Gators. So again, loss early on. That'll be a loss of about 5 on the play. We'll call it 6. So 2nd and 16 for the Hilton Head Sharks. Again, as we look at both of these teams highly anticipating this game, tell you what, they've been talking about this for a while. Really local teams that have players that sure know each other playing. And again, the Sharks coming out of the huddle slow. We'll see if they're able to get this play off. So back at about the 44-yard line. Looks like there's been a change at QB. Looks like Ronaldo Mitchell in at quarterback. Same deep eye set. Pistol. Run the option to the left. Has some running room. Chopped down. Still on his feet. Cross over the 40, 35. And out of bounds at about. No, they'll still say he's in, but gets back to the 33-yard line. That's number 9, Jarvis Singleton. So get some of that lost yardage back, and it looks like 3rd and manageable for the Hilton Head Sharks. We'll see what they decide to do here. Looks like Vinny Luca is coming back into the ball game. In at the quarterback was Ronaldo Mitchell on that play, running the option. So you can see what they're trying to do here as far as establishing some offensive continuity. See who's the runners. Some of the players are still in, even though Mitchell was at quarterback then, is the regular wide receiver. So 2 receivers to the far side, 1 wide to the near side. Offset I, Luca under center. Late snap will be handed off to number 22. And that's MJ Smith again, but Good play by Kendrick Johnson of the Gators. So 4th down. It's like no gain on the play. Looks like they, talking about the Sharks, looks like they'll go for it. And again, the Sharks, promising drive, led by Luka with his feet. So now 4th and about 4 on the play. Looks like the Sharks will go for it. So Gators have an opportunity to make a stand here. So 2 receivers to each side for the Sharks. Looks like Singleton will shift to Luka's right. It's like man coverage across the board. Luka with the snap. Gets it out quickly. We'll see what they call it. They will call it incomplete. Tried to go to number 1, Cornelius Orr. Ball falls to the turf. Looks like it'll be a turnover on downs. So the Gators will get the ball back. Gators will get the ball for the first time today. As again, glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network. I am Jamie Walker for this Low Country Championship contest, the inaugural Low Country Championship. As the South Carolina Gators will now get the ball, starting 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line for their opening drive of the contest. Looks like and ran out late, so it looks like there will be a timeout. So we'll take one with you. Scoreless game with the opening drive for the Gators. We'll take a break. And we are back. Scoreless contest, opening drive for the South Carolina Gators, who will have the ball on the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, after stopping the Hilton Head Sharks on downs and getting the ball back themselves. Tight formation, handoff on the left side. Has some running room. Hard running that time. We'll see the number in a second. Looks like number 1, Michael McMillan, on the carry, brought down by number 77. That's Dallas Dorn. Good gain on the play, gain about 4, maybe 5 on the play. So second, we call it 2nd and 6. And again, looks like the Gators are trying to establish that running game. Tell you what, Michael McMillan is a load for the Gators. So 2nd and 6 for South Carolina. In the gun, looking to pass. Shoots a pass, completed, but will be tackled quickly. It's like number 18. Check that, number 15, Deion Scott. Stopped on the play by number 22, MJ Smith. It's like no gain on the play, so 3rd and about 6 for the South Carolina Gators. Again, promising run on 1st down, but now they find themselves in 3rd down. Moving from left to right. So 2 receivers wide to the near side. Handoff again up the middle to McMillan. Stopped on the play by number 99, Jaquan Fripp. Short gain on the play. So it looks like 4th down for the Gators, and we'll see if they decide to punt here. Early in the 1st quarter. Glad you could join us here for the Low Country Championship game here from Hilton Head, South Carolina, here on the Score 58 Network. So 4th down. We'll see if the Gators decide to punt. I tell you what, I don't think they would go for it here where their position is, but hey, you never know depending on what's going on. So it looks like they will be going for it. We'll see. So I think that's Demarius Williams in at quarterback. Looks like some substituting going on. Number 5, Tyshawn Dawson in the backfield now. Here on 4th down, and they will punt it. Wise decision, I think. Ball will bounce. We'll see where it goes. Deep kick. Let's see if they can present it to go in the end zone, and they don't, so it'll be a touchback. I tell you what, good punt by Tyshawn Dawson, but the coverage couldn't quite get there, and it looks like the Sharks will start 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. We'll see how much time is left here in the first quarter shortly. But so far, each team has possessed the ball once. The Sharks started off with a pretty good offensive possession, but fell just short. The Gators got the football and ran the football a little bit and wasn't able to execute, so had to punt. So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Check that. But will be the 20-yard line, so we'll see on this second possession what the Sharks decide to do. And it is correct. It'll start off at the 25. So 1st and 10, looks like the majority of their players are coming back. Vinny Luca in at quarterback. Number 9, Jarvis Singleton, the deep back in the eye. And at fullback, M.J. Smith. Coming out at center, number 77, Dallas Dorn. So it looks like Ashley on this drive. Ronaldo Mitchell is in at quarterback from the receiver spot. Bad snap that time, recovered and quickly stopped at about the 20-yard line. The tackle made that time. It's like number 32, Brandon Lancaster. So loss on the play, loss of about 5, so it'll be 2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line for the Hilton Head Sharks. So we'll see who will come back at quarterback, Vinny Luca or Mitchell. Tell you what, they've rotated both of those quarterbacks in this game, so have to be prepared for both threats. Looks like Luca will be back at quarterback. Check that. Looks like it'll be a timeout Sharks. In this scoreless contest may have been some confusion for the Sharks. They quickly ran back out, but time was taken, so they're back in the huddle. We'll just keep it here. But again, when you're in one of these kind of contests, you really want to establish something early. You know it's a rivalry game. You know it's something that's been established for your local area, the Low Country, of course, in South Carolina. You know, that's what it's called. That Hilton Head, Beaufort, that southeastern part of South Carolina. So you know it's big, as well as football being prevalent in that part of the country. So again, Luca back at quarterback. That is Jarvis Singleton to his left. Tight trips formation to the right. Luca, high snap, gets it. Looks to pass, shoots one to the right, and it'll go out of bounds. Try to go to number 14, Taquan Pope, but it goes out of bounds. The high snap may have had something to do with it, but it'll be 3rd and 15 for the Sharks. So again, when you're looking at this contest, a lot of mistakes early on, maybe some nerves happening just because of the rivalry and just the establishment of this game. But again, when you're looking at just what they're doing, of course they will get this going on later. So 3rd and 15 for the Hilton Head Sharks. Looks like 2 receivers to each side. Luca in the gun. Running back to his right. It's a snap, hands off this time, but no, looks like a fumble. And looks like the Gators have recovered. And will get the ball at about the 15-yard line. As we look at it again, ball was dropped. And so really good field position for the South Carolina Gators, who put themselves in scoring position. They'll get the 1st and 10 at about the 14-yard line. So we'll see what they do to execute. Last offensive series for them. Ran the ball a lot, but couldn't execute, couldn't get a 1st down, and had to punt. But did show some promise being able to run the football with Michael McMillan. So 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line for the South Carolina Gators. We'll see if they can capitalize on the turnover in this scoreless ball game. So it looks like they'll pass, rolling out, throws one to the right, hand up, and it is in for the touchdown. We'll see who that is shortly, but looks like touchdown caught by Tyshawn Dawson. As you can see, the quarterback rolls to his right, throws the ball in there, corner out of position, but makes the catch for the touchdown. It's from Demarius Williams. And the Gators get on the board first. Really good pitch and catch there. From Williams to Dawson, handoff, no. Williams will go back door, try to complete it, and they do. 2-point conversion is good. And with 5:46 left in the 1st quarter, as again, you can see Williams rolling out to his right, throws the ball up and caught, it's like by Shaquille Peterson Sr. And with 5:46 left in the 1st quarter, your score, the South Carolina Gators 8, the Hilton Head Sharks 0. We'll take a break here from Hilton Head, South Carolina, here on the Score 58 Network. We are back from Hilton Head, South Carolina. Glad you could join us here for the inaugural Low Country Championship Bowl here from Hilton Head, South Carolina. I'm Jamie Walker. Glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network as the South Carolina Gators have struck first and are now kicking off. Ball hits at about the 12-yard line. That is number 4. Monterio Fields with the return, crosses over the 30, down to the 35. Takes a step back, but steps out of bounds at the 35. So again, as we continue looking at this squad, see a lot going on. They'll start at the 35-yard line, down 8-0. Again, Vinny Luca will be in the gun. It's MJ Smith to his left. Trips to the far side, one receiver wide to the near side. 5:46 and counting here in the 1st quarter. Shoots a quick pass, completes it to number 14. That's Taquan Pope, but brought down quick on the play by number 7, Terrion Wan. Looks like maybe a loss of a play of 1, so 2nd and 11 for the Hilton Head Sharks as we are still in the opening quarter, deep in the 1st quarter. Again, we can see what the Sharks will decide to do. Again, very methodical on offense. Coming in and out of the break. So we look at our sponsors. This Low Country Bowl 2023 Hilton Head Sharks sponsors: Razor, Lavar BSN, the Oliver Group. So again, Luka in at quarterback. 2 receivers to each side wide, 2 in the backfield. Luka gets the low snap, looking to pass. Rolls out to his right, looking to take one deep, and does. It looks like the ball falls incomplete, so it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Hilton Head Sharks. As again, trying to establish something on offense. Looks like there's a flag on the play as well, and we'll see what the call is. Holding on the Sharks, so you don't like that. That'll take them back even further, and now 2nd and long for the Sharks. That they'll be taken back to the 19-yard line. Maybe a little bit of weather in the area. We will see shortly. Again, the game must go on, so South Carolina Gators leading 8-0 over the Hilton Head Sharks. Luka again in the backfield. That is Jarvis Singleton to his right. So Luka looking to pass, rolls to his left this time, throws one deep. And receivers open but couldn't quite get the completion. We'll see who you try to go to shortly. It's like he tried to go to number 10, Ronaldo Mitchell. And now it's 3rd and long for the Hilton Head Sharks. As again, showed some promise early on, but couldn't quite get it going. Had a turnover on the second possession, leading to a Gator touchdown. But now it's 3rd and long from the 19-yard line. Once again, very methodical approach for the Hilton Head Sharks. Is again still trying to figure out what they're doing on a hot and humid day from Hilton Head Island. So Luka in again at quarterback. Side number 3, Marquise Drayton. Check that. Number 9, Jarvis Singleton to his right. As the Gators showing blitz, gets a snap, rolls to his left, looking for someone to pass it to. Will get bottled up by a couple of Gators. And leading the charge, Terrion Wan again with the sack. And so the Sharks, it's like it'll be 4th down and long for the Sharks. And I would assume they will punt here because they're really deep in their own territory. So Luka in at quarterback, Vinny Luka playing quarterback. We'll see if he'll be the primary punter on this play. 2 receivers to each side wide. Gets the ball sails over his head. Looks like it's rolling into the end zone. Still has some time and gets the ball off, but looks like it will be recovered in the end zone and in for the Gators touchdown. It looks like number 30, Richard Cotton, on the recovery and the touchdown for the South Carolina Gators. And now 2:53 left here in the opening quarter. The Gators now lead 14-0 with the extra point try ensuing. So again, crucial mistake by Luka that time. Probably should have just knelt on the ball and at least gave the make the Gators earn it. But again, tried to make a play, didn't quite happen. So now the 2-point conversion try by the South Carolina Gators, and we'll see if they can add some more points to already 14-0 lead. So we await some players trying to get into the ball game. Players going in and out. Hilton Head Island High School. Looks like they'll go for it. Under center, Demarius Williams. He will hand it off this time to Michael McMillan. It looks like we'll be stopped short of the goal line, so the conversion is no good. But with 2:46 left in the opening quarter, it looks like South Carolina Gators taking advantage of these opportunities lead the Hilton Head Sharks by the score of 14-0. We'll take a break here from Hilton Head here on the Score 58 Network. And we are back here from Hilton Head, South Carolina, where the South Carolina Gators now lead by the score of 14-0 over the Hilton Head Sharks. I'm Jamie Walker here on the Score 58 Network. Glad you could join us here for this Low Country Championship Bowl. The ball is kicked and it'll be fielded at around the 28. That is number 4, Montario Fields again going to the left, looking for some open field, but will be tackled at about the 31-yard line, brought down by number 33, Jeremy Harkless. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what this flag is about, see what the call. Looks like it will be illegal block in the back on the Hilton Head Sharks, so that'll take them back even further. I tell you what, if you're the Hilton Head Sharks right now, you're just looking for something to hang your hat on and something to continue with this ball game, because right now you are reeling just based on everything that's going on. A couple of mistakes and penalties have really led to the South Carolina Gator scores, and now you're just looking for something positive here late in the first quarter. So again, looking at everything going on with the Hilton Head Sharks, we'll see what they can establish here in the first quarter. Only down 14. They can get back into this contest. If they can get a score here, they can get right back into this contest. So we'll see who's in at quarterback. Looks like it will be Vinny Luca remaining at quarterback. Actually, yes, it will be Luca under center this time. So it looks like they'll go to a tight bunch formation to the right side. One wide to the left. Looks like single coverage across the board. Looks like it'll be a pitch to the right side. That's number 22, MJ Smith. Flag on the play. Stopped on the play by number 6, Shaquille Peterson Sr., but we'll see what the flag is about, maybe in the area of holding. Actually, we'll see what this hit is about. Hard hit that time by number 30, Richard Cotton. And it looks like it may be a hit to the head, and it is. So targeting on the Gators. So we'll see what this penalty is about. Maybe some positive yardage finally for the Hilton Head Sharks, who, again, on the opening drive got deep into Gator territory but just couldn't capitalize and turned it over on down. So finally some flipping of the field. So at the 40-yard line, they'll get up to the 40, 1st and 10 for the Hilton Head Sharks, who's had their best field position since that opening drive. So again, Luca in the gun, MJ Smith to his left, and Luca will keep it. Smith lead blocking, crosses over the 45 and down to about the 44. Check that. 46. So about a 6-yard gain on the play. So 2nd and 4 for the Hilton Head Sharks. Luca's advantage has been his legs so far. Really hadn't shown too much in the air, but has been able to run the football a little bit. So 2nd and 4. So again, Luca under center, I formation. Jarvis Singleton, the deep back, in this I. So Gator showing blitz. Hand off to Singleton on the right side. Has some running room, crosses over the 50 down to about the 44. Good running that time by Singleton. Brought down on the play. As you can see, Singleton running. Flag comes out. Brought down by number 53, Cody Thomas. And it looks like a hold again on the Sharks. So every time you see some positive yardage, a penalty sets them back, and it'll take them back to, looks like, the original line of scrimmage at the 40, maybe even further back at the 39. So it's like second and about 11 for the Hilton Head Sharks. Is again opening quarter of this contest, Low Country Championship here from Hilton Head, South Carolina. So again, Vinny Luca under center at quarterback. At the D-back, Jarvis Singleton. Pitch to Singleton on the right side, has some running room, gets a good block. Still on his feet, crosses over to 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. And we'll see if they count him out of bounds. They did not. So it looks like he gets down to about the 11-yard line. And forced out of bounds. Tell you what, good hustle that time, but I think it was a little friendly fire when it comes to two teammates running into each other. Looks like maybe a lower leg injury. And we'll catch that number in a second, but fine running by Jarvis Singleton. Good blocking that time along the right side, and it looks like one of the officials may be seriously hurt, so we'll take a break here from Hilton Head. The Gators lead 14-0. And we are back here from Hilton Head, South Carolina, as we had an injured player go off the field. Can't get his number quite yet. It looks like a lower leg injury, but they will resume the game. And looks like 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line on a phenomenal run by Jarvis Singleton. So Hilton Head looking to get back into this contest and have a golden opportunity to do so. So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Vinny Luca, flanked by MJ Smith and Jarvis Singleton. Gators showing blitz. Luca will keep it, runs on the left side, cuts it back inside, crosses the 5, still on his feet, and down to about the 1-yard line. Hold on. Gators say they have it, and they do not, so it'll still be 1st and 10. And actually 1st and goal for Hilton Head, as Luca gained about 11 yards on the play. So now Hilton Head with their golden opportunity to score, and that is the end of the first quarter. Gators capitalize on a couple of Shark mistakes and lead by the score of 14-0. We'll take a break here from Hilton Head here on the Score 58 Network. And we are back. Second quarter about to start. The South Carolina Gators lead by the score of 14-0 over the Hilton Head Sharks, but the Sharks are driving. First and goal here in the second quarter. I'm Jamie Walker here on the Score 58 Network. Glad you could join us for the Low Country, the inaugural Low Country Championship Bowl. So Vinny Luca using his legs primarily here in the opening quarter and on this drive to get them in position. Luca, they run a player on late. That's Darryl Mitchell. Running on late, he will be the deep back in the I formation. Luca will be under center. Get the quick snap. On his feet, we'll see what the call is, and it is a touchdown for the Hilton Head Sharks. So the Sharks finally get into the end zone, and now we'll await the extra point on a 1-yard Vinny Luca scamper into the end zone. It's just what the Sharks needed after really giving up 14 points to the South Carolina Gators on a couple of different mistakes. A turnover and a high snap that led to those 2 touchdowns for the Gators. But now the Sharks, as we await the extra point, are right back in this contest with 14:51 left here in the second quarter. Looks like they will go for 2. So Luca in the gun. Looks like MJ Smith to his right. Luca looking to pass, shoots one up the middle, and it is incomplete. Yeah. Tried to go to number 18, Akeem Grant, couldn't quite hold on to it, but the Sharks get back into the contest. Gators still lead by the score of 14-6. Starting the second quarter, we'll take a break here from Hilton Head, South Carolina. And we are back here in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, as the Hilton Head Sharks finally get on the board on a Vinny Luca scamper. Couldn't get the extra point, but they are now back in the contest, only down 14-6. We wait to kick off. Squib kick this time, fielded about the 28. Still on his feet and down at about, see where they spotted, around the 38-yard line. So the Gators will start 1st and 10. And now we'll see what the South Carolina Gators would do with, as they were able to score on 2 really short field possessions on mistakes by the Sharks. So now them driving up the field, we'll see what they do offensively. They will start 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Skinning in the quarterback, Demarius Williams, is in the gun. 2 receivers wide to each side. Running back to his right. It's Williams. Shoots a pass to the right side, completes it. That's to number 5. Tyshawn Dawson, brought down by number 3, Marquise Drayton. Good pickup on the play, pick up about 8 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Gators, who again, first couple of possessions were able to run the football, but showed the passing game a little bit, so they're able to mix it up heavily. It's They will speed up the pace a little bit. Handoff this time on the left side. Short running play, may have enough for the first down. That's number 19. Check that, may be number 15, Dion Scott. We'll see. Actually looks like a 1 yard. No, they will move it up. They'll move the chain, so it will be 1st and 10 at the 49. So 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. As it'll be a handoff this time. As the receiver came in motion. As number 5, Tyshawn Dawson, forced out of bounds by number 20. That's Brandell Jenkins, but we'll see where they spot it. Looks like actually looks like it'll be a penalty on the play. May have been motion on that. Or holding, in the area holding, just looking at the yardage taken back. Oh, it actually will be, looks like a 5-yard penalty, so maybe a motion penalty. Did look like 2 men were moving at the same time, so 1st and 15 for the South Carolina Gators. Really good run that time by Tyshawn Dawson, but all for naught. So it'll be 1st and 15 for South Carolina Gators, leading 14-6 here in the second quarter. Glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network, bringing you this Low Country Championship Bowl between the Hilton Head Sharks and the South Carolina Gators. Has handed off up the middle this time. Found some running room, was able to squirt through. And gets through for a good pickup that time. Like I said, we don't have an 18 on the roster, but maybe Dion Scott. So gets back that yard and about another. So 6-yard pickup on the play. So 2nd and 9 for the Gators. Who again has been able to kind of pass and throw. So fake. Shoots the ball up to the left side and will be intercepted by number 20. Brandell Jenkins has some running room and forced out of bounds at about, we'll see where they spotted, around the 33. And there goes the break for the Hilton Head Sharks. Again, Williams pretty much off target. Jenkins right there to get the interception, and they'll take over at the 33-yard line. Really good field position. They have an opportunity to get back into this ball game. So 1st and 10 at the 33. And we'll see what Vinny Luca and the crew can do on offense. Already in plus territory. We'll see offensively what the Sharks will come up with. Looks like we got some weather in the area. It's like maybe a little rain, but that's okay. Oftentimes, like rain in the South, is here, there, and everywhere. As you see our sponsors, Razor, Brevard BSN's Group 3, and Oliver Kitchen and Baths. So 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Loaded backfield, Luca in the gun. Flank with a back on each side. So gets a snap, hands off this time to, it's like to Singleton along the left side. Gets a couple of yards on the play. Good stop that time. It's like by number 26, Tyshawn Commodore. Gain of 1 on the play, so 2nd and 9 for Luca and the crew. As the coaches on the field kind of talking over plays and setting things up, but as long as you get the play off beforehand, guess it doesn't matter. So 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line. Check that, we'll call it 32. 1-yard gain. It looks like a timeout will be called, some confusion on offense, so we'll take a break with them. Golden opportunity for the Hilton Head Sharks to get back into this contest. But the Gators still lead 14-6 here on the Score 58 Network. And we are back here on the Score 58 Network. Glad you could join us here for the inaugural Low Country Championship Bowl. I'm Jamie Walker. And it is 2nd and 9 from the 32-yard line. Luca gets the handoff to number 2, goes up the middle and down. Good tackle that time on the Darryl Mitchell carry by number 26, Tyshawn Commodore. Gain of about 5 on the play, so 3rd and about. Check that. They're going back a little bit. Looks like the gain is about 3 on the play, so 3rd. Looks like 7 for the Sharks, who again are looking for something to happen. Trying to get back into this contest, and again, see a lot of talking on offense with the coaching staff. Looks like they're still trying to establish some things going forward. Called a couple of timeouts just due to getting things in the right place. So 3rd and 7. Luca in the backfield. MJ Smith is the deep back in this set. So Luca rolls to his right, has plenty of time, shoots one out to the right, completes it to number 10, Ronaldo Mitchell. Good yardage that time, as you can see. Luca rolling to his right, just throws it out. Mitchell bringing it back in, but good yardage that time. Tyshawn Commodore on the tackle, but enough for a Hilton Head first down. So they get to the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Hilton Head Sharks, who desperately want to get back into this contest. So 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And again, Hilton Head taking their time, maneuvering well. So Luca has some room, tried to set up the screen that time, nearly intercepted, but falls to the turf, incomplete. I tell you what, Tyshawn Commodore almost got the sack on Luca, but it'll fall to the turf, 2nd and 10. Again, when you're looking at both of these squads, you can see the action is picked up tremendously here in the 2nd quarter, as both teams just had to feel their way out and see what the other squad was doing. So 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line. Hilton Head looking to get back into this contest. Down 14-6. Here from Hilton Head, South Carolina. So the Gators showing blitz. Luca in the gun, looking to pass, shoots one out quick to his left and completes it to number 1. And that is Cornelius Orr, brought down by a host of Gators that time. Leading the charge, number 7, Terrion Wan. So gain of about 6 on the play, 3rd and about 4. As we are getting late into the 2nd quarter, and the Sharks are trying to get back into this contest. So as the Sharks huddle, again, very methodical, very trying to get everything in a row, trying to get their ducks in a row to get back into this contest. So 3rd and long 4, call it 5. So Luka in the gun. That is MJ Smith to his left. Gators showing blitz. Hand off to Smith and brought down on a phenomenal tackle. And that's number 30, Richard Cotton, getting into the backfield and knifing. So you can see it again as soon as Smith gets the ball. Had nowhere to go. Loss on the play, so now 4th and about. 6 on the play. We call that a loss of about 2. Looks like may have had a little difference of opinion, so we'll see. Helmet came off, so had to replace a player just for a play. Helmet comes off. Have to go out of the contest. So we have a timeout. Sharks will take a break with them. Driving down 14-6. We'll see if they can punch it into the end zone here on the Score 58 Network. And we are back here on the Score 58 Network. South Carolina Gators lead the Hilton Head Sharks by the score of 14-6 here in the second quarter. I'm Jamie Walker. Glad you could join us as an important 4th down for the Hilton Head Sharks, who are trying to get back into this ball game. Already down, Vinny Luca, who has the lone score for the Hilton Head Sharks, in at quarterback. MJ Smith to his right. We have 2 receivers wide to each side. So Luka, waiting the snap, gets it, looking to pass. Had plenty of time, throws one up, and falls to the turf, incomplete. Try to go to number 14, Taquan Pope. So we look at the replay. Rolled out to his right, threw the ball in the air, but to no avail. Falls to the turf and incomplete, so there'd be turnover on downs. And with 7:22 left in the second quarter, your score still remains South Carolina 14, Hilton Head 6. We'll keep it here. As again, offensively for the Hilton Head Sharks, you really see them do a few things well, but struggle to make those drives complete. So we'll see. We'll see what is happening here. So 1st and 10. Looks like at about the 17-yard line for the Gators. Tell you what, some motion that time, but wasn't called. Williams throws over the middle and completes the pass. Looks like to number 5. Looks like to number 5, Tyshawn Dawson. Good pitch and catch that time. Brought down quickly. Looks like by number 3, Monquise Drayton. Picks up enough for a Gator first down. Balanced offense by the Gators, but Williams has shown the ability to be able to throw the ball effectively in the short passing game. So 1st and 10 for the South Carolina Gators, who's looking to drive under 7 minutes here in the second quarter. Handoff this time to the right side, cuts it back left. Gets over the 35 and down to about the 38-yard line. Good piece of running that time. We'll get a number in a second. Tell you what, these metallic numbers, kind of hard to spot, but good running that time. We'll see in a second. As again, looking at both of these squads. Pickup of 8 on the play, so 2nd and 2 for the Gators. As again, looking to add to their total. so far, already leading. As the Sharks shifting. This is a man in motion. Williams rolls to his right. Looks like he'll keep it this time. Going all the way for the keeper. He gets a few yards. We'll get the first down. Chased on the play by number 52, Jaden Christopher Singleton. And we'll get enough for a first down. But looks like we have an injured player for the Sharks. Looks like he's writhing in pain. Looks like that may have been the tackler that time. And it was, so we'll take a break here from Hilton Head, South Carolina, with the Gators with the ball in the lead, 14-6. And we are back here on the Score 58 Network, where it looks like the injured player was the actual tackler, number 52, Jaden Christopher Singleton, but gets off the field under his own power. It looks like we will go forward. So 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line for the South Carolina Gators, who lead 14-6 here in the second quarter. I'm Jamie Walker alongside you as we are looking at this game. Williams rolls out to his left, has some running room, calls over to 45, and out of bounds at about, they'll call it the 47-yard line. So good gain that time. It's like about 6 or 7 yards. Once they spot it, we'll see. It looks like, yes, it is. And about 5 yards at time, so 2nd and 5 for South Carolina Gators, who again, they're methodical in their own right, but definitely has an athlete at quarterback in Demarius Williams who's leading this attack. It looks like we have a penalty as well. Not sure what the penalty is, but in addition, we'll get 5 more yards, so that will probably be enough for another first down. Actually, with the penalty, and it looks like it will be enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 at the 40. It's like not the 48 and a half, but 49-yard line for the Gators. So Williams in the gun. It's like McMillan in the backfield. Sharks sowing blitz. Backs out of it. Draw play to number 19 that time. And good play. Good stop on the play by number 99, Jaquan Fripp. It looks like we have an injury after a 1-yard pickup. We'll see what the injury is about. It looks like a face mask. So that may have had something to do with the actual penalty. So add that to the yardage total. That's actually number 15, Deion Scott. So that penalty will probably give the Gators another first down after they mark off the yard. So, again, you can see penalties still affecting how the Hilton Head Sharks are doing business, really affecting them, and now putting the Gators in a really good position to add some points to their total, already leading 14-6. So that penalty gets the Gators up to about the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10, Williams still in the gun. Running back to his left, looking to pass. Flushed out to his right, still on his feet. Giving chase, that's number 22, and will sack him. That's MJ Smith. So it looks like it will be a loss on the play. So that is a sack by Smith. As Williams tried to escape the grass, but could not get out of MJ's mitts. Looks like loss of a play of about 4 yards. So 2nd and 14. Getting late here in the second quarter. As the Gators, again, trying to add to their point total. In a very, very hit-or-miss game so far. Opportunities for both squads. The Gators so far have been able to take advantage of their opportunity. So 2nd and 14 for South Carolina Gators. It's Williams again in the backfield. That was number 33 earlier, Jeremy Harkless, joining them in the backfield, in the gun. Deion Scott in motion. Handoff to the left side. Brought down after a short pickup. Let's see what that number is. It's like number 19 on the carry. Brought down by number 23. Good pickup, gained some of the yards back on the sack, so it'll be 3rd and about 10. As again, weather becoming a factor. That's all right. It's just a little rain. Just a little rain. Have to adjust. So 3rd and 10 for the Gators, who again looking to add to their point total. Already up 14-6. Williams looking to pass. Shoots one in the middle, and it'll fall to the turf, incomplete. Didn't see receiver in the area, but defending number 8, Devon Brown. So now 4th down for the Gators. Well, again, in this area of the country, you're used to all the storms that can happen. As long as there's not any lightning, the game will go on. So 4th and 10, it's like 4th and 11 actually, for South Carolina Gators. Again, if we continue looking at this contest, of course, weather will be a factor, slippery balls, things of that nature. But, hey, let's get accustomed to it, and it goes on, especially when you play in this time of the year. So 4th and 11 for the Gators. We'll see what they decide to do here. It looks like, just based on the formation, they will punt. So it looks like back deep, number 4, Montario Fields, who's been returning kicks and punts. It looks like, no, they'll go for it, maybe based on the snap, but has some running room, still on his feet. Hadn't been marked out of bounds. And in for the touchdown, Tyshawn Dawson. We'll see what the call is. And it looks like it may stand. And they have taken advantage of another mistake by the Hilton Head Sharks. There's another score by the Gators, now leading 20-6 over the Hilton Head Sharks. And you just saw Tyshawn Dawson get the snap, go around left end and keep going. Wasn't sure if it was a fake or if wasn't sure about kicking it again. You're talking about weather being a factor, but decided, hey, I'm going to take this end around and skip right into the end zone for the touchdown. So 20-6 now is the lead for the South Carolina Gators in this Low Country Championship Bowl. So Williams in the gun. Sends the man in motion. Actually, that's a running back, number 1, Michael McMillan. Big running back. Looks like he will not get into the end zone for the extra point. So the extra point is stopped, so it will remain 20-6. We'll take a break here from Hilton Head. here on the Score 58 Network. And we are back here on the Score 58 Network, where the South Carolina Gators have struck again on an end around by Tyshawn Dawson, fake punt. We'll just call it a fake punt. And now the South Carolina Gators lead 20-6 over the Hilton Head Sharks and will be kicking off. They had to return Montario Fields for the Hilton Head Sharks. It's like an onside kick this time. Tried to take advantage, but it is recovered by number 28, A.J. Jones. Looks like the sun is back out. The sound is a little bit better. Thank you for bearing with us. As again, this Low Country Championship game will resume. The officials have done an outstanding job in keeping the game moving. So the Sharks will start 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. So looks like there's a player missing for the Sharks as they're running a man on late. Leading the way, Vinny Luca for the Hilton Head Sharks. And again, trying to get back into this contest. Has had their opportunities, but hadn't been able to capitalize on a drive earlier on. So let's see what they decide to do here as far as the offensive philosophy. So 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Luca in the gun. As Jarvis Singleton to his left. As have a delay of game on the Sharks. Took a long time to come out of the huddle. So now 1st and 15. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Sharks. So again, playing at home. Has the home cooking, but really hadn't been able to just string together some continuity on the offense. Hadn't been consistent. Luca showing more with his legs than his arm. So Luca hands off to Singleton. It's a short gain that time. Actually not a short gain. Looks like a loss on the play. Hand it off quick. It looks like we have a penalty. That call is offsides on the Gators. So one of those rare mistakes so far. The Gators have played pretty much mistake-free ball, but offsides that time against the 5 yards back. That was lost on the offensive penalty. So 1st and 10, back at the 41. Negate that run. And again, you can see referees not hesitating to get this game going as the weather has been a factor. Looks like we have a stoppage of play. Looks like another timeout by the Hilton Head Sharks. So we'll take a timeout with them. Down 20-6, looking to get back into the contest here in this inaugural Low Country Championship Bowl. We'll take a break from Hilton Head. are back here from Hilton Head, South Carolina, with the Hilton Head Sharks down 20-6 here on the Score 58 Network. Luka gets the ball rolled back to him. Lucky to get that in his hands. Rolls out. It goes out of bounds. Forced out of bounds. It's like a loss of maybe 2 on the play. Looks like he went out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. Oh, they're going to call no gain, so still at the 41, 2nd and 9 for the Hilton Head Sharks, who really hasn't been able to string, or really hadn't had much continuity or just consistency on the offensive side of the ball so far. Again, they are looking, playing at home, trying to get back into this contest. Gators showing blitz. Snap hadn't gotten there, and Luka lucky to get the ball back. He'll be sacked by number 33, Jeremy Harkless. Big loss on the play, so now 3rd and long for the Hilton Head Sharks. And they've had problems with the snap the entire game, whether it be on special teams in the long snap or just a regular snap from center. And they lost their regular center, not sure why, but again, new center in the ball game, of course, not the person you practice with, so you're always going to have those kinds of things where you have to get accustomed to having a new center. So Vinny Luka still in at quarterback. Jarvis Singleton, the deep back. Get a handoff on the right side. Has to run across over the 45, down to the 40. And number 8, Mitchell Richardson on with the tackle, but it was a huge pickup. So 1st down. It's like a 1st down for the Hilton Head Sharks, who needed that tremendously. Jarvis Singleton on the run. And now you can hear the excitement from both teams, even on the sideline. So maybe that'll get the Hilton Head Sharks fired up. So Luka in the gun, MJ Smith to his right, 2 wide to each side. So Luka gets the low snap, looking to pass. Somebody giving chase. It looks like he completes the pass, will complete it to number 10, Ronaldo Mitchell. It will be knocked out of bounds at about the 24. So it'll be another 1st down for the Hilton Head Sharks, who have something going here late in the 2nd quarter. So Luka in the gun, MJ Smith to his right again, 2 wide to each side. So Gators showing blitz. Luka gets the low snap once again. And he'll take off running, gets out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. As again, he's done a lot with his feet all day. His linemen have been giving chase. Gets up to the 20, so it's like a pickup of about 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. Deep here in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get a score before halftime. So again, Luka's done a tremendous job getting these low snaps. He has a new center in the ball game. So Smith will get to Luka's left this time. Trips to the far side. 1 receiver wide to the near side. The Sharks moving from left to right on your screen. So Luka again gets another low snap. He'll take off with it. Crosses over the 20 and down to about, let's see, it'll be spotted at the 19-yard line. So gain of 1 on the play. So it looks like 3rd and about 5 for the Hilton Head Sharks, going quick. Going with some tempo this time. As Luka gets a snap, looks like he tried to just ground one to stop the clock, and does. I don't see a flag, although it was a late substitution by the Gators. Looks like that ball will fall incomplete. So 3rd and 5. We'll check the time shortly. It looks like somebody will call a timeout. Timeout Gators. So we'll keep it here, as this is late in the second quarter. See the Sharks trying to get something else on the board before halftime. So it's like the Sharks will try to make some adjustments. But again, you can see the potential with this offense. Benny Luca has been doing all he can to keep the ball after getting really bad snaps from the center. So they've replaced the center, and again, you're talking about replacing someone that has been your go-to guy all year. So it's a thing of trying to get accustomed to doing that again, and it's not easy so far. So Luka's done a tremendous job as far as keeping the offense going forward despite not having his regular center. So see a little bit of talking here. Hilton Head really getting some time to get that thing together on offense, regardless of what that is. They've been able to complete some passes on offense, primarily to number 10, Ronaldo Mitchell. Luka has been doing it with his legs, but it's been kind of herky-jerky. So you see the formation, trips to the near side, one wide to the far side. Looks like zone coverage by South Carolina Gators as they are trying to prevent the Sharks by from getting into the end zone. So expecting the pass, 3rd and 5 for the Hilton Head Sharks. Luka again with another low snap. Good pickup by MJ Smith. Throws the ball to the end zone and intercepted by number 6, Shaquille Peterson Sr. And stopped by number 20, Randall Jenkins, and that will be the end of the second quarter. We're at the halftime. It looks like maybe some early discussions about where they're going to eat later, where the best seafood in the low country will be, but we'll get that solved quickly and get to halftime. But capitalizing on a bevy of mistakes by the Hilton Head Sharks, the South Carolina Gators go into halftime leading by the score of 20-6. And we are at halftime. We'll take a break. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you come back after the half. South Carolina Gators leading 20-6 over the Hilton Head Sharks. And we are back here on the Score 58 Network. We're about to start the third quarter. You can see the war of attrition between both of these squads. The weather has played a factor as well, but we've gotten past the halftime. The South Carolina Gators lead by the score of 20-6 over the Hilton Head Sharks. I'm Jamie Walker. Glad you could join us as we are about to resume play. South Carolina Gators will get the ball back, already leading. We'll see if they can add to their total, or will there be some trickeration by the Hilton Head Sharks, who had a promising drive going into halftime but couldn't capitalize. Luka threw an interception at the end of the half. So we'll see if Hilton Head comes out, establishes an onside kick. I'm sure the Gators may be ready for it. We'll see. Ball is kicked off. Kick is deep. Will be fielded about the 3-yard line. Has some running room. Tries to get to the right. And is brought down around the 29-yard line. That is number 5, Tyshawn Dawson. So the Gators will start 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Again, you've seen some decent field position, but also the Gators have shown the ability to be able to run and throw the football. For the likes of Demarius Williams, really establishing good receiving core, being able to throw the ball deep. You've seen some positive running from Michael McMillan, but nothing as far as overall with the team that they're a running juggernaut. So they've been timely. They're taking advantage of a couple of mistakes by the Hilton Head Sharks. So we'll see what they can establish on offense. Deep in the I formation is Michael McMillan. So it looks like tight formation. Offset I. Ashley, full house backfield. Williams looking to pass. Giving chase is number 21. Fumble on the play. We'll see if the Sharks can take advantage. Get on the ball. Ball still around. And finally, on this wet turf, no. Actually, there was a point. Ball, the official pointed, may be mistaken. And it was recovered by number 99, Jaquan Fripp. Tell you what, that ball again, talk about the football in general, is not round. It is oval. It is oblong, and it does not bounce completely back into someone's arms. Like I said, the official pointed in the other direction, but I'm pretty sure it's the Sharks' ball. And it looks like the Sharks will be on offense already. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, so we'll see if the Hilton Head Sharks can punch this in and get back into this ball game. So 1st and goal at the 1-yard line for the Hilton Head Sharks. Well, again, you saw the scramble by Demarius Williams, fumbled the ball, and the ball just bounced around to everyone. And then finally the Sharks were able to get back. And again, the Sharks are not able to get the playoff and have to call a timeout, even with 1st and 1. So already you can see the mistakes. They've been methodical all game. Not sure if they had some confusion, but already have wasted a timeout early here in the 3rd quarter. We'll keep it right here. As again, on offense, you've seen different things go on with this squad. You've seen some good, but a lot of bad as well. So 1st and goal at the 1-yard line for the Hilton Head Sharks, who look to get back in this ball game. They're down 20-6, but again, only takes this one touchdown to get back into the contest. Yeah, a touchdown to miss the extra point, but Vinny Luca in at quarterback. It's like 1st and goal. Luca under center. Fumble on the play, and we'll see. Oh, the Gators get it back. 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10-5, touchdown, South Carolina Gators on another crucial mistake by the Hilton Head Sharks. In the return, Tyshawn Humbert. Flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is about. This is going to be a crucial call, as again, you're looking at another costly mistake based on Luka not being able to secure the snap. So sideline warning. So it looks like a sideline warning on personal foul as well. So we'll see if the play stands. But another crucial mistake by the Hilton Head Sharks on the fumble. So it looks like it was after the recovery. There had been some kind of sideline infraction. We're not sure of what. But again, when you're the Hilton Head Sharks, you gotta just be absolutely sick and kicking yourself right now, as you had a golden opportunity to get back into this contest, but now it looks like another opportunity missed. So it does. The touchdown looks like will stand. It looks like they'll count this on the kickoff. So the touchdown will stand by the Gators. And now they lead 26-6 on a 99-yard fumble return by Tyshawn Humbert. Yeah. 99-yard fumble recovery and touchdown. And you got to be kicking yourself. 14-14 left in the third quarter. I won't call it completely backbreaking, but that has got to hurt just based on what you were able to do. You got a fumble recovery. You were in position to be able to get back into a ball game. And now, with your own mistake, gives the South Carolina Gators another score. So we await the extra point. 14-14 left in the third quarter. Williams in the gun. McMillan to his right. Again, both squads have had a little bit of trouble getting the plays in and getting personnel in. I know they do a lot of changing of personnel and certain things happens, but as we continue to look, Sharks made a late substitution. We'll see if the timeout was called, and it was. So again, the Hilton Head Sharks already with the second timeout of this half, just trying to get personnel into the ball game. They had a late substitution. So in this inaugural Low Country Championship Bowl, really hadn't gone well so far for the Sharks, who again, really if they could play mistake-free ball, really could stay in it. They've been able to show some flashes, being able to catch the ball, run the football as well, and timely defense. But again, when you have mistakes on all three phases of the game, that's going to cost you in the end. And right now the scoreboard is indicating that. So 14-14 left in the third quarter as we await the extra point after the 99-yard touchdown. Well, excuse me, wasn't a touchdown, but fumble recovery. And the two-point conversion is good as Maxie Gainey Jr. on the reception from Williams. And now the Gators lead by the score of 28-6 with 14-14 left in the third quarter. We'll take a break here from Hilton Head, South Carolina, where the Hilton Head Sharks are down 28-6 from the South Carolina Gators. And we are back here on the Score 58 Network, where the South Carolina Gators have struck again on a 99-yard fumble recovery by Tashawn Humbert. With the penalty, they'll kick off short kick this time and caught and downed by number 11, Bryson Smashburn. So the Sharks will start 1st and 10. It's like at around the 34, good field position. And again, when you're talking about this squad, they've been able to do certain good things on offense, but have absolutely not done well as far as being mistake-free. So to be at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Hilton Head Sharks. And you have to look at their morale right now. You kind of see them just kind of scratching their head and trying to get everyone together. So personnel-wise, trying to get everyone established and in place, but 1st and 10 at the 32. Here in the 3rd quarter, we'll see if they can get something going on just to get back into this ball game. But right now, the Gators have taken advantage of every Shark mistake. So 1st and 10 at the 32. It's like Sharks may not have enough linemen in. We'll see shortly. Again, you see the personnel on for the Sharks. Not sure if they'll have to call another timeout, but the Gators are in place right now. Luka, the quarterback. Singleton to his right. So hand off to Singleton to the left side. Has some running room, crosses over to 30, 35, 40. 45 and out of bounds at around the 48-yard line. We'll see. It is about the 47-yard line, so picks up enough for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Good play. You've seen the running by Singleton. He's had a couple of long runs on the day, and maybe the Sharks established that on offense, but again, you can see they've had trouble because they've had the substitute personnel trying to get everyone accustomed to what they're doing and on the same page. So 1st and 10 at the 47 for the Hilton Head Sharks, who, again, here in this 3rd quarter, plenty of time. They've been able to do a few things on defense, but it's really been the mistakes that have taken them out of contention so far. So Vinny Luka still in at quarterback. In a deep back, number 12, Jeremy Mills. Looks like they're making some adjustments. Singleton will get on the right, so it looks like offset I is Mills in the backfield. Gators showing blitz. Pitch to Mills on the right side. Dodges one tackler, cuts it back to another. Simply does not have any running room. Be brought down by number 30, Richard Cotton. Huge loss on the play and a flag. And it'll be a holding on Hilton Head. And again, you can see the Hilton Head Sharks really not being able to do much with this defense. You can see with the lead and knowing what the Sharks have to do, the Gators are just teeing off on the ball right now, just seeing ball and hitting ball. Wherever the ball goes, they go. Nothing really schematically, just going after it. So it looks like that penalty will be declined. So huge loss on the play. So 2nd and long for the Sharks. Looks like Mills will stay in the game. In this inaugural Low Country Championship Bowl game, South Carolina Gators have traveled to Hilton Head and right now dominating this contest. So at the 38-yard line, 2nd and long for the Hilton Head Sharks, as again, Gators showing blitz, trying to confuse the line of the Hilton Head Sharks. Luka in the backfield, Singleton to his left. So gets the snap. Luka will take off with the ball. Good block. The initial point of attack, but doesn't have much running room after that and will be stopped by a host of Gators. And leading the attack, number 5, Tashawn Dawson. Looks like no gain on the play, so let around the Actually, will be a loss. I'm looking at the chains, but looking at the ball, looks like it's slightly off. But at the 38-yard line, so looks like no gain. 3rd and long for the Hilton Head Sharks, who again, right now you can see the Gators being really relaxed and just playing ball at this point. The Sharks just trying to figure out something positive on offense. So Luka in the gun. Singleton will be to his right as he shifts. 2 receivers wide to each side. So again, the Gators showing blitz. Good snap that time to Luka, looking for somebody to pass to. Throws the ball over the middle and falls incomplete. Try to go to Singleton that time and broken up. Looks like by number 30, Cotton. Number 7, Terrion Wan in on the play as well. So 4th and long. Looks like may have had an issue with number 9, the official, getting him out of the ball game. So we'll see if that's a permanent thing or just for a couple of plays. So 4th and long. As Jarvis Singleton is one of their backs that really has done something positive all game with a few long runs. So Mills in the game, 4th and long. Looks like Luka remain in the gun, probably quick kick situation, and it is. Gets the ball off. Bounces it around the 28 and fielded by number 5. Has some running room, crosses over the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30 with a convoy, still on his feet. Gets down to about the 21. And that's number 5, Tyshawn Dawson, on the return. So again, the Gators will start in premium field position. They pretty much done that the entire game. So they'll take over on offense, already in plus territory, nearly in the red zone. So at the 21, Williams and the crew will go back on offense. South Carolina Gators have thoroughly dominated this contest, really taking advantage of the Hilton Head Shark mistakes. Again, glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network. I am Jamie Walker, your voice on the call today. And again, this Low Country championship game, highly anticipated game within the area, within the region. Glad you could join us. As Williams still remaining the quarterback, Michael McMillan in at the deep back. Full back in front, offset I. Williams under center will hand off to McMillan on the left side, has some running room, still on his feet. And he is a load to bring down. Tackled on the play by number 3, Marquise Drayton. And picks up enough for a Gator first down. So it looks like inside the 10, 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Still here in the 3rd quarter. 10:09 and counting left in the 3rd quarter. Glad you could join us. Williams under center, same formation. We'll hand off to McMillan again on the left side. This time not much tough sledding up the middle of that defense. Leading the attack, number 11, Byron Smasham. Looks like may have had a penalty on the play. Didn't see a flag initially, but it's like they may be talking about it. Looks like the officials are conferring. All sides on the Sharks. So again, another penalty on the Hilton Head Sharks, who really has let penalties and mistakes dictate what the score is so far, as they are down 28-6
What y'all do over here?
with the Gators trying to get into the end zone once again. So after the penalty, they are now at the 4-yard line.
What do you guys do? Sir?
So first and goal at the 4.
Sir?
Draw play this time.
Sir?
Nearly got into the end zone. It's number 15, Deion Scott.
What are you guys supposed to do?
Gets down to about the 2-yard line. 9:24 and counting here in the third quarter. As the Gators look to add to their total so far. So second and goal. Again, taking their time. Already with the 28-6 lead. Not in a hurry as they have the game in hand so far. So under center, Arias Williams will roll out, eludes one tackler, still on his feet, looking to pass. Has a receiver, but bounces onto the turf before it got to the receiver. Tremendous pressure that time by the Sharks, but could not complete the pass. And it'll be third and goal at the 2-yard line. So again, looking at what the Gators are able to do, tell you what, this may be the nail in the proverbial coffin here, but we'll see. I tell you what, seen a lot of football, seen a lot of comebacks. Won't say never say die by the Hilton Head Sharks, but again, must cut down on the mistakes and get back into this contest. So Williams in the gun, back to his right, sends a man in motion, will hand off to the motion man. Looks like he'll be tackled short of the end zone. Good tackle that time by number 11, Byron Smasham. Also on the attack, Jaquan Fripp. So it looks like it'll be fourth and goal. And they'll decide what to do here. As tell you what, the South Carolina Gators have taken their time as far as what they decide to do. Fourth and goal from the 1-yard line. They can do a lot here to make this game out of hand. So again, under 8 minutes now left in the third quarter. Again, this is still a third quarter contest, still in the third quarter. Lots of time left, but again, South Carolina is taking advantage. So Williams under center will roll out to his right, throws to a receiver, and it is caught for the touchdown. Number 5, Tyshawn Dawson, over number 5, Terrell Frederick. Touchdown is good, but may be called for a penalty for taunting. We'll see if the score stands. With 7:34 left, touchdown is good. So unsportsmanlike conduct on the Gators. So that'll be assessed on the kickoff. So now it is a 34-6 lead for the South Carolina Gators with the extra point. And again, having the size of Tyshawn Dawson, just went up and got it. Good throw by Williams, eluded a few tacklers that time, got the ball up where his receiver could catch it only. So 2-point conversion. Williams in the gun. Looks like McMillan to his right. Try to send a man in motion, but you can't go forward until the ball is snapped. So that'll be a false start on the Gators. One of their few mistakes on the day. They'll back the extra point up to about the 8-yard line. So Williams again in the gun. Trips to the left side, one wide to the right. Williams looking to pass. Shoots a pass to the right side. Throw it up, and good play that time by number 3, Marquise Drayton, breaking up the extra point. So the two-point conversion is no good, but the Gators strike again, get into the end zone, and now lead by the score of 34-6. Make sure you come back here on the Score 58 Network. And we are back here on the Score 58 Network, where South Carolina Gators have a commanding 34-6 lead over the Hilton Head Sharks. And after the penalty for taunting, they will be kicking from the 25-yard line. Ball is kicked deep, fielded around the 42-yard line by Mills. Has some running room with a lot of blockers, crosses over the 50 and down to about the 48. Tackle made by number 29, Kendrick Johnson. So they'll start 1st and 10. Again, looking at what the Hilton Head Sharks must do, playing at home right now. Just trying to get something to get back into the contest. Right now, they're playing for pride more than anything. So in the huddle, they try to get their offense back on track. It's like Vinny Lucas still in at quarterback, calling plays, or the signal caller for the contest. As again, looking at the way that this team has been constructed, they've had to replace some people throughout the ball game. So 2 receivers wide to each side, Luke in the gun, Mills to his right. So Gators showing blitz, low snap, gets it, throws it backwards. Mills, not much running room at all, and will be tackled at about the 41. So huge loss on the play. Tyshawn Commodore, who's been all over the field for the Gators all game, with the tackle. And again, the Sharks really have not figured out anything to do against this defense. I tell you what, take out the mistakes. The defense for the Gators has been all over the field, has done really well in stopping this offensive attack. You saw some early offensive success, but really hadn't been able to do anything past that. So 2nd and long for the Hilton Head Sharks. Day is turning into night. Still hot and humid here in Hilton Head, South Carolina. So trips to the near side, one wide to the far side. Luke in the gun. Gators showing blitz. They'll stop play. May have been offsides. Actually, looks like the signal was a false start on the Hilton Head Sharks. So another mistake by that Hilton Head offense. That'll cost them 5. Still 2nd and long. So again, as the Gators crowd the line of scrimmage, maybe confusing the offensive lineman for Hilton Head. We have a 2nd and long call, 34-6. is your score. The South Carolina Gators have dominated throughout this contest, going to an early 14-0 lead. It was a touchdown by the Sharks by Vinny Luca. 1 yard quarterback sneak, but hadn't been able to really have much success. Although at the beginning of the third quarter, you saw the Sharks be able to get a fumble back on, we actually get a Gator fumble, get it onto the 1 yard line, but then they themselves fumbled on offense, leading to a 99-yard scamper by Tashawn Humbert in recovery. So Luca looking to pass, shoots one up the left side, has a receiver, and drops it. Tried to go to Cornelius Orr, and the ball falls incomplete. Good pass that time. I tell you what, it was tough having to look back and run, but got into the receiver's hands. Probably should have been caught, but now it's 3rd and long. Pretty good pass by Vinny Luca. So now 3rd and long for the Hilton Head Sharks, as again looking for something to get established. As again, Sharks taking their time coming out of the huddle. Again, so Luca in the gun, Smith to his left. Gators showing some pressure. 3-man line, looks like they get over the ball a little too fast. Looks like it'll be an offsides on the Gators, so free 5 yards for the Hilton Head Sharks. As again, you can see the Gators on defense. This is the kind of thing that you love, as far as, you know, the score is pretty much in hand. The defense can play all kinds of games, stunts, do all kinds of things, and right now they're just teeing off because they know what the Sharks have to do. So 3rd and about 20 on the play. Luca gets the snap, scanning the field, shoots one up the right sideline, and it'll go out of bounds. Try to go to number 14, Taquan Pope. Fall incomplete, 4th down. 24, the Hilton Head Sharks. As again, glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network for the Low Country Championship Bowl. Luca, again, Vinny Luca, who's played primarily the entire way. I know they did some switching to quarterback early on with Ronaldo Mitchell playing some QB, especially on running down. So we'll see what happens this time. 4th and long. Looks like trips to the near side, one wide to the far side. Smith to the left of Luca. We'll see if he'll quick kick it or whether or not they'll run a play this time. So the Gators, looks like they will go for it. Luca scanning the field, shoots a pass up and intercepted. Lost the ball, but gets it back. It's like that may be Cotton again. And it is Richard Cotton on the interception. And I tell you what, you may think that's a thing, but actually, or in all actuality, it's probably just as good as a punt, or as a punt in general, because you never know getting the ball off. So there's a ball, looks like a flag went into the air. Not sure what the call is, but we'll see shortly. Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct on the Gators, so Cotton's return will be, not necessarily for naught, but it will be taken back just a little bit from the area they returned it to. So we'll see where they'll start 1st and 10, and the Gators are back on offense Again, you can see the Sharks not really being able to capitalize on anything offensively. So it looks like the Gators will start 1st and 10 at the 43. Back on offense. We'll see what they decide to do here. We'll get a time for you shortly. As far as how much time is left here in the 3rd quarter. Glad you could join us. And a dominant performance by the South Carolina Gators. Handoff, left side, has some running room. Looks like that is, we'll get a number for you shortly. As you see a lot of replacements for both squads. Looks like that may be Tyshawn Humbert on the run. We'll get a number in a second, but again, when you're talking about these metallic numbers, great looking on the surface, but being able to call the game from distance, tell you what, it's hard to see the numbers right offhand. But 2nd and about 6 on the play. Handoff again on the right side this time. And brought down quickly. That's number 21, Andrew Bryan, on the tackle. Picks up a couple of yards again, so 3rd and about 4 on the play. As the Gators are now just trying to churn this clock away as they have a commanding 34-6 lead. So man in motion, Williams in the gun. Wastes a snap, hands off on the left side. Has some running room, spins down and gets to about the 45-yard line. Good piece of running that time. It's number 33, Jeremy Harkless. On the tackle, number 50, Jaleel Barnes, but picks up another 1st down for South Carolina Gators. So at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. As again, you can see, not really in much of a hurry on offense. Commanding lead, just trying to establish your offense and get this bowl championship. So 1st and 10, clock running here in the 3rd quarter, late in the 3rd quarter. Williams looking to pass, sets up the screen, gets the screen to McMillan, but good play that time by number 11, Byron Smasham, to negate a lot of the yards, but maybe a flag on the play. We'll see. And it is maybe an offsides. I'll tell you what, there was a DT that got into the backfield early, and it is an offsides on the Sharks. So it may have contributed to being able to stop that screen early. So that'll cost them 5. So now 1st and 5 for the Gators. Again, 1st and 5 at the 40-yard line. McMillan in the backfield. Williams under center. They'll pitch, looks like may have setting up the halfback pass. Doesn't quite execute it to perfection. Flag on the play. Ball falls to the turf. Incomplete. Tried to go for a little trickeration that time. We'll see what the flag is about. As we await the call. And that will be a false start. Yes, it was a couple of people moving forward a little early, so take that 5 back, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 45. So we are late in the 3rd quarter. Really hadn't been much drama in this contest as the South Carolina Gators have been able to do everything they wanted, capitalize on mistakes. So Williams in the gun, looking to pass. Plenty of time, shoots one up the right sideline. And ball falls incomplete, broken up by number 3, Marquise Drayton. Tried to go to number 84 that time, Ashton Robinson, but falls to the turf. It'll be 2nd and 10. So again at the 40-yard line. Seemingly, the Gators are not in a hurry. You've seen stranger comebacks before, but again, they've been able to dominate. Really has not run the ball probably as you'd like with McMillan, but the running has been timely, and they've been able to throw the ball over the top. And really has had short fields really all game long. So when you have those kinds of advantages, you can do what you want. So trips to the near side, one wide to the far side. McMillan to the right of Williams. Williams looking to pass. Again, flushed out the pocket. He'll take off this time. Gain of about 1 on the play. Stopped by number 23 of the Sharks. Gain of about 1, so 3rd and 9. Third and 9 for the South Carolina Gators, who again is looking to rotate people in and out. Everyone's getting into the ball game. They're rotating running backs, receivers, going to different places. So we'll see what they do here. Has possessed the ball most of the 3rd quarter. So tight formation, handoff this time to McMillan on the left side. Has some running room. Cross over the 35 and down to about the 31. That'll be enough. Actually looks like he stepped out of bounds at about the 33, so that'll be enough for a Gator first down. Forced out of bounds by number 23 once again. And again, talked about that timeliness in running with McMillan. Hadn't seen a chunk yards in spurts, but you have seen his ability to be able to move the chains. So 1st and 10. Handoff again on the left side. Has some running room and runs out of bounds. Looks like at about the 25. Good run that time for the Gators. So looks like about a 2nd and 2. As again, looking at what this Gator offense is able to do, Williams has led the entire way, been able to pass and run, and really has kept this Shark defense off balance. And now, with this lead, really is able to do what they want to do. So 2nd and 2 for the Gators. And it looks like we are at the end of the 3rd quarter, where the South Carolina Gators have dominated the Hilton Head Sharks. As we go into the 4th quarter, make sure you come back and rejoin here at the 4th. We'll take a break here from Hilton Head. And we are back here on the Score 58 Network. Fourth quarter time. The South Carolina Gators have led from start to finish and lead by the score of 34-6 over the Hilton Head Sharks. I'm Jamie Walker. Glad you could join us in this Low Country Championship Bowl. Handoff on the right side, stopped by a couple of Sharks. Leading the attack, number 11, Byron Smasham, who's done well on defense. Looks like we have an injured player for the Gators. We'll see who that is shortly. Man still down, so we'll take a break here from Hilton Head. And we are back. Injured player has been able to get off the field on his own power, and we will resume the ball game. So at the 29-yard line, it's like third, about 5 for the South Carolina Gators, who's looking to add to their total, get into the 40 column. Await them getting back on the field. So Demarius Williams has been the signal caller the whole way for the Gators. As he awaits the snap. It's a snap late. Shoots one up the right side and almost intercepted by number 5, Terrell Frederick, and would have had nothing but green grass in front of him to the end zone. And I tell you what, that's been what's been going on the entire game, as the breaks have just gone the Gators' way really the entire time. So 4th and about 5 for the Gators. We'll see what they decide to do here. Already up 34-6. Just looking to close this game out on this Low Country Championship Bowl. Looks like they'll remain on offense. No signs of punting. So Williams in the gun, 5 wide. Will hand off to the motion back. It looks like he will get enough for the first down. Gets down to the 20-yard line. Tackle made by number 8, Devon Brown. So 1st and 10. For the South Carolina Gators here in the 4th quarter. Is we're near the beginning of the 4th quarter. Sure, the clock is running. I know both squads, for their own reasons, want to see this dwindle on down. One to secure the victory and the other to just get out of here and regroup. So 1st and 10 at the 21 for the Gators. Not in a hurry to get to the line. Being methodical. They are right outside the red zone. So Williams looking to pass, shoots one left side, has a man, and broken up right at the end. Really good play by Montario Fields to break that up right at the end. He's been another highlight for the Sharks, both on special teams and on defense. Really good play that time. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Gators. So 2nd and 10 for the Gators. Once again, Williams in the gun. Running back as the deep back. Handoff on the right side, cuts it back to the middle, and not much going. Probably a gain of 1 on the play. Stop made by number 28, A.J. Jones. So it looks like 3rd and about 8 on the play. Once again, very methodical for the South Carolina Gators. Won't say any lead is insurmountable, but this is pretty much one of those insurmountable situations. So 3rd and 9 for the Gators. As again, taking their time to get to the line of scrimmage. So trips to the far side. One receiver wide to the near side. Williams in the gun, running back to his right. So gets the snap, looking to throw. Shoots a pass over the middle and in for the touchdown. That's number 12. Maxie Gainey Jr. Just a simple pitch and catch. Had a receiver break outside. He broke inside for the slant. And in for the touchdown. So now the score 40-6 as we await the extra point. Again, you can see the offensive potential for this group as well. I'll tell you what, you talked about the advantages and the mistakes that the Sharks have made, but the Gators have done phenomenal on offense as well, being able to run the football, but also Williams has led that passing attack, and they've been able to go over the top on this team really the entire time. So extra point ensuing for the South Carolina Gators. We'll see if they can add to their total. So Williams under center. Will pitch this time. No, we'll reverse it. And there's a reverse pass. I tell you what, in the coaching ranks, it's called trying to be cute, but didn't quite complete it. Had a man open, could have completed it, but falls to the turf. And the extra point is no good. We'll take a break here from Hilton Head, South Carolina. South Carolina Gators lead 40-6 over the Hilton Head Sharks. And we are back here in Hilton Head, South Carolina, where South Carolina Gators have dominated this contest and now lead 40-6. We'll be kicking off here in the 4th quarter. Glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network for this Low Country Championship Bowl. This ball has been kicked off. Will be fielded at around the 26. It looks like it'll be down by number 21, Andrew Bryan. So the Sharks will start 1st and 10 as we can try to look at the time. We'll try to give the time to you as far as how much time is left in the contest, but we are late or in the middle of the 4th quarter. As again, the Sharks hadn't had much success on offense, so we'll see what happens. Again, Vinny Luca, one of the bright spots on offense, and the quarterback. He scored the lone touchdown, but otherwise really hadn't had much movement at all. So looks like 1st and 10 at the, move it. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line for the Hilton Head Sharks. We'll see if we can, again, get a time momentarily. We can pull over and look at the clock. First and 10 at the 28 for the Sharks. Luka in at quarterback. Jarvis Singleton to his right. So trips to the far side, one wide to the near side. Luka in the gun. So again, the Gators crowding the line of scrimmage, showing blitz. Looks like they'll back out of it. Luka shoots the ball up the right sideline. Man in the area and intercepted. Catches at the 45, 40, 35, 30, 20. And brought down at the 15-yard line by Luka. We'll see if we can get a number for you in a second. And Luka throws another interception, and there's the Gators taking advantage once again of a mistake by the Hilton Head Sharks. We got a whistle. We'll see what that whistle is about momentarily, as it'll be 1st and 10 at, it's like the 16, as the clock is running. And again, already down 40-6. Sharks now in big trouble in letting the Gators possibly get back into the end zone. So we will see 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. We'll see if everything's remaining the same. Looks like might possibly be a full house backfield. McMillan in at quarterback. We'll see. McMillan will be calling out the signals. Sharks showing blitz. McMillan looking to pass, throws one over the middle and intercepted by number 4, Montario Fields. Has him running room across the 30, 35, 40, and ran out of bounds. Looks like it went out of bounds at about the 49. And the Sharks will get the ball back. One of those lone bright spots. Tell you what, Montario Fields has played well on the day. Returning kicks, returning punts, playing some defense, turning interceptions. So that lone bright spot for Hilton Head has been good. So they'll get the ball back at the 49-yard line back on offense. Maybe they can get into the end zone and gain some respectability scoring-wise. So 1st and 10. Clock is running here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 at the 49 for the Hilton Head Sharks, who again hadn't been able to do much on offense at all. They've had a couple of bright spots, but really hadn't been able to execute at a high level on offense, and really has given an easier time to the Gator defense, who again is showing blitz. Luka gets the ball, shoots a pass out quick, completes it to Mills. Up the middle, 40, 35, 30. Breaks the tackle and runs out of bounds at about the 24. And it'll be 1st and 10. And Mills, Jeremy Mills, with a superb catch that time. And I tell you what, really good pitch and catch. Now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hilton Head Sharks. So 1st and 10 at the 24. We'll see what the time is left shortly. But about in the mid-4th quarter. So Luka in the gun. Smith to his left. Gators showing blitz. Had some movement. They'll stop play. Probably a false start. We'll see if they call. No, they call all sides. So encroachment there. As this will be marked off. So now 1st and 5 for the Sharks. 9-11 and counting here in the contest. South Carolina Gators leading 40-6, but the Sharks are driving. So Luka with a 1st and 5. Smith to his left. Sends Mills to the right side this time. Offset I. Running the option this time. Luka will keep it. And is tackled at about the, we'll call it the 16. Check that, 17. So gain of a couple. Like 2nd and about. Stands will call about a 2 on the play. You see an ambulance enter the immediate area. Have been some injured players, so we'll see. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but maybe it's just a precautionary thing. So 2nd and about 2 on the play. Nearing 8 minutes left in the contest. As Luka in the gun trips to the left side. One wide to the right, throws a slant. Looks like that'll fall incomplete. Good play that time by the corner. Tried to go to number 1, Cornelius Orr. 7:49 left in the contest. So it looks like 3rd and about 3 for the Sharks, who hope to get into the end zone. So Luka again in the gun. We'll hand off on the draw to Smith, and he'll get enough for the 1st down. It's like the tackle made by number 53, Cody Thomas. And that is enough for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 at, it's like the 13-yard line for the Sharks, who hope to get into the end zone. I'll tell you what. Despite everything that has gone on, getting into the end zone won't win you this game, but there's some respectability that you may get back. So Luka under center. It looks like the Sharks will call a timeout. So timeout Sharks. We'll take a timeout with them here from Hilton Head, South Carolina, as the Sharks look to get into the end zone. And we are back. 6:40 and counting here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Sharks as they have a pitch to the right side, looking again into the end zone and in for the touchdown. That's Jarvis Singleton. And the Sharks are back on the board. And it's not necessarily solace for what's going on all game long, but you can see the Sharks are still fighting. So as we await the extra point, score is now 40-12. The Gators still lead, but you wanted to have something positive going out of this ball game. So 6:39 left in the contest. It's like the Sharks are trying to get something going for the extra point. We'll see what that is in a second. So Luka's still in the gun. Singleton to his right. Luka looking to pass, shoots a pass, and the ball will fall incomplete, but there is a flag, so it looks like they'll get another try. Looks like the corner was there a little too fast. Pass interference on Richard Cotton, and they'll replay the extra point. So we'll see what the offense decides to do here. As again, really everything's been decided pretty early, as the South Carolina Gators have dominated early and often, but give credit to Hilton Head, who's still been able to fight, but lost some players within the game and really has affected what they've done as Luka gets the ball, shoots a pass, ball will fall incomplete, so the extra point is no good. 6:39 left in the contest. Your score, South Carolina Gators 40, the Hilton Head Sharks 12, as we'll remain here. And again, you can see the Sharks depleted. I'll tell you what, you got to give credit to that coaching staff as they are still fighting, still trying to put things together to be able to win. But, of course, score is way out of hand at this point with 6:39 left in the contest. So as we await the kickoff, you can, again, see what's been going on all game, and maybe an onside kick here. We'll see. Tell you what, both teams have kind of substituted players and kind of gotten everybody in, so you can see as we await the kickoff, and thank to our sponsors, Razor, RBSN, and Group 3, and Oliver Kitchen and Baths. So again, as you see, Hilton Head Sharks playing in this inaugural Low Country Bowl. We'll see who will get the trophy at the end. Of course, right now, it's going the South Carolina Gators' way. But again, when you're talking about the Hilton Head Sharks fighting, you see that at the end, wanting to get into the end zone, and you have to give them credit for that. So they'll be kicking back to the South Carolina Gators. We'll see how the Gators approach it late here in the fourth quarter. As we await the kick from the 40-yard line. Maybe an onside kick situation. I'll tell you what, maybe trying to add some more points to that total. We're glad you could join us here on the Score 58 Network. I'm Jamie Walker. As we await the kickoff, doing some changing. It looks like it may be a situation where the onside kick is coming. And it is. Goes to 10. But it'll be recovered at the 49-yard line. We'll see who that is that recovered. It looks like that was number 33, Jeremy Harkless. So the Gators will start 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line as they look to put this game, well, the game is already out of reach, but looking to run the clock out. And we'll see just what they do as we await the chains moving. Again, it's been a phenomenal contest. if you're definitely a Gators fan. Really had been uneventful. Hadn't, the game's been in control by the Gators really the entire game. So it's been a thing of wanting to see what the Sharks will be able to do and come back. And you've seen them be able to do some things in spurts, but really hadn't been able to put a complimentary drive together or just match the intensity of the Gators or just really stop the mistakes from happening, even trying to get him back into this contest. So 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's like a handoff on the left side. Has some running room across over the 45. 40 down to about the 36. It's like a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is about. But I tell you what, good running that time. It's like number 12, Maxie Gainey Jr. on the run. We'll see what the penalty is shortly. Face mask on the Sharks, so that'll add some more yards to the total. And again, good running by Gainey. Again, getting near 5 minutes left in this contest. 1st and 10. Handoff again to Maxie on the right side, cuts it back to the middle and down. Gets to about the 30-yard line. And again, you can see the officials doing a phenomenal job of keeping everything moving. So it'll be 2nd down. As again, South Carolina Gators travel to Hilton Head and have a dominating performance. They take advantage of a lot of mistakes by the Hilton Head Sharks, but again, going into a hostile environment, and you have to be impressed in the way they play ball. So Williams in the gun, looking to pass, sets up the screen, bounces and falls incomplete. Not exactly sure what occurred. Thought the ball fell to the turf, but apparently not. So we'll see exactly what happened, and it did. It fell incomplete. So it looks like they had a player go out of the game. I think his helmet came off. So once again, switching players in and out. We'll see what the time is shortly, but again, under 5 minutes at this point. As again, South Carolina Gators have dominated from start to finish, or to start to so far in the contest. So trips to the near side, one wide to the far side. Williams in the gun, running back to his right, sends a man in motion, handoff to receivers going on the right side, breaks out of that tackle and still on his feet, gets down to about the 40-yard line. Look like number 5, Tyshawn Dawson, tackle made by number 99, Jaquan Fripp. It's like 4th down and about 18 on the play, or to go. At the 40-yard line, so we'll see what they decide to do here. Time running down. Again, the Gators with a commanding lead, in no hurry to snap this football, but it is the 4th quarter and there's a lot of time left. There's also people that have been sitting on the bench and not playing as often as the starters that want to do their thing too. So 4th quarter time, under 4 minutes at this point. So Williams in the gun. Looking to pass, shoots one up the right side, has a man but floats out of bounds and falls incomplete. Turnover on downs, and it will be Shark ball as he tried to go to number 14, Floyd Barkus. Defending on the play, number 5, Terrell Frederick. So at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 Sharks. Here in this 4th quarter, we'll see what the time is momentarily. As again, South Carolina Gators will get the Low Country Championship Bowl victory, seemingly, with a 40-12 lead. And I would beg to say it will hold up. But again, the Hilton Head Sharks have been fighting the entire game as far as trying to remain in it. Just hadn't had enough, had to replace players, had to put players in different spots. And so this has kind of contributed to this insurmountable lead, but they are still playing football. So Vinny Luca still in at quarterback for the Sharks, leading this attack. Really the whole way. Number 22, MJ Smith, and number 9, Jarvis Singleton, have been toting the mail for the Sharks the entire way. So MJ Smith in the backfield with Luca. Luca gets a snap. Draw play to Smith. It gets down to about the 44. Brought down in the play. Slagged by number 29, Kendrick Johnson. Gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7 as the clock is winding down. And it looks like, based on what's happening, not sure if it's a timeout or they're just exchanging personnel. It looks like they're just putting different personnel in. So 2nd and 7. Time winding down here in the fourth quarter. As Luca in the gun. 3 receivers. Check that. 4 receivers. Out wide. Luca looking to pass. Has some pressure and will be sacked. Stopping Luca from gaining any yards. Number 7, Terrion Wan, and number 26, Tyshawn Commodore, who name we've called a lot today. On the sack. Here late in the fourth quarter. It's like the Sharks trying to run a couple more plays. Looks like they may be content with just running this clock out. So under 3 minutes left in the contest. 3rd and about 7. Luca in the gun. It's a snap. Shoots a pass over and ball falls incomplete. Tried to go to Mills, but couldn't quite get it to him, couldn't set his feet. So it'll be 4th and 7. Under 3 minutes left in the contest. So 4th and 7. We'll see what the Sharks decide to do here. Not going to punt, pretty sure. We'll see if they can convert this 4th down. So Gators showing blitz. So Singleton shifts over to the left. Luca in the gun, gets the snap. Shoots a pass quickly to number 18 and completes it. Still on his feet, gets to the 40. That's Akeem Grant for the first down. Good tackle that time. Again by number 26, Tyshawn Commodore. It looks like they're moving with pace.